Hello. 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 Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Welcome to join live stream now. Okay. Welcome. Before we start our tea class, let me make a short presentation about myself and our class. In each our tea class, I will select premium Chinese tea to show you how we prepare with the traditional Gong Fu Cha way to elaborate all traits about this tea regarding flavor, taste, the tea making, craftsmanship, actual. By the way, my name is Yi Tao. I'm professional Chinese tea sommelier. If you are searching high quality, authentic Chinese teas and handcrafted original design teas, our tea shop is for you. The tea I want to, even you are new to Chinese tea, don't worry if you just pass by our live stream. If I just pass by our live stream, you never tried any Chinese tea yet. Don't worry. This like I will. If you have any questions, please feel free to share in our comment. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Sorry for the interruption. The tea I want to present to you today. This tea, uh, uh, it's um, uh, it's a white tea from. You can also call it from Fuding, also called the Fuding white tea. This tea was made in uh, 2016, so far it's been aged over 2016, so far it's been aged over 10 years. 10 years. This tea, before we let's let's see this tea on. This tea is pressed. This is a pressed white tea. This tea is made from one bud with three tea leaves. This tea, for food white tea first. If you never tried any white tea yet, I'll just uh, know that there's food white tea. Basically, is the main mainstream Chinese white tea you can find market. And this one is from the essential coal production area. And besides, this tea was made in 2016, so far it's been aged over 10 years. This tea, according to, in general for Chinese white tea, according to the grades, we classify the teas according to the grades. This tea in Chinese called 寿眉, 寿眉. I don't have ever ever tried any Chinese white tea. If yes, you are very welcome to share your experience in our comment. And this tea, you see that after 10 years, tea, the tulip's color has converted into a darker and brown color, a more brown color. And this tea, I can guarantee that this tea is the original, let's say, naturally aged. It's natural aged. How we see, how we know, how we distinguish the fake white tea, because in the market there a lot fake aged white tea. Here the fake is means peop, the people use artificial way to age the tea. And look at this. This is authentic 10 years aged white tea. How we know that? From the uh, colors of the tea leaf, the colors of the tea leaves. Okay, this is the tea. This is the tea I want to. I'll write the title of this tea. I already shared a brewing recommendation or comment. If you are new to this tea, you can, when you start this tea, you can follow my recommendation. This tea, this tea is also very, let's say, easy to prepare. Besides this traditional Gong Fu Cha Wei, uh, besides this Gong Fu Cha Wei, you can also uh, prepare this tea. Boil this tea directly in a kettle or stew in the thermos. This tea I highly recommend to Chinese tea beginners. And besides this tea, let's this tea. Besides this tea is also a very healing, relaxing tea. Uh, this tea, after 10 years aging process, now this tea has converted into a complex aged aroma plus woody fragrance and accompanied by a sweet floral fragrance. Obviously, has been a while I haven't tried it. Now today, let's take this hour together to appreciate this tea. To bring good cup of Chinese white tea. This tea, in fact, this tea as it's compressed tea. So when you bring this tea, when you brew this tea, just leave enough time for the first infusion. Enough time for the first infusion. It's pressed. This is apart from a tea cake. I just show you. To bring good cup of shou mei, there are three cores we need to pay attention. First thing, a tea to water ratio. For this tea to water ratio, we can use around 1 to 30. Like this guy one, 150 ml will take 5 grams. 5 grams. This tea was made in 2016, so far it's been uh, aged over 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. When you deal with this tea, prepare this tea, please use. When you deal with any kinds of old tea, aged tea, please use just boiling water. Last but not least, uh, steeping time. For this tea, mm, the first infusion we can prolong a little bit because we need to leave enough time for this tea as it's a pressed tea. So we always brew the tea according to the actual uh, condition of the tea. Okay. If you are just passed by our live stream and you are curious what we are doing and you're curious in interested in Chinese tea, please uh, share any questions in our comments. If you are interested in anything we're showing the live stream, please go to check our tea shop link in our bio. And now I will show you how we prepare this tea with the traditional Gong Fu Cha. Gong Fu Cha referring to Chinese tea ceremony means a prepared cup of tea with your efforts and the time. Now let's enjoy this 1 hour class together. Okay, for this tea, if you're not in front of me, and let me show you the tea where I'm gonna use. This is a guy one set. If you know you already used guy one before, you have a guy one in your house. When you brew this tea, I recommend you to use a guy one, otherwise ordinary teapot. In Chinese tea ceremony, you see also this a glass cup with a spoon. Does anybody know how we call it? This we call it as gong dao bei, fair cup, to receive the tea and the spare tea into the tea cup. And this is my cup. Okay, the first step in Chinese Kung Fu Cha tea ceremony, we call it uh, uh, preheating process to preheat. all tea ways we're gonna use. Reheat. Reheat to the fair cup. Now we just finished to preheat our teapot. For this tea, if you don't want to wait, you don't want to because this is pressed tea, 10 years age old, 福鼎 white is 寿眉. If you want to, this is a pressed tea. If you want to, don't want to wait for the first infusion. It's a compressed tea. So in general, the first infusion, we sleep over 20, between 20 to 30 seconds. If you don't want to wait, we can moist the tea before the first infusion. We can moist the tea and wake up the tea. This moist infusion, we don't drink it. This tea, we don't drink it. Just discard it. Now we can start to brew our first infusion. Here, water we're using boiling water. Boiling water. Good morning, Wan. Good morning. Long time no see. We're using boiling water, and the five is a point. When you're using Gaiwan, when you're using Gaiwan, uh, especially when you're beginner, some people they worry that the edge of this Gaiwan will be too hot for the fingers to hold it. Here there's a tip. The Gaiwan now is just in front of us. That's in the center of this tea ceremony. Find the first of all, uh, if we will look at this guy one, like a clock, here this is 6 o'clock, 3 and the 12. So uh, when you pour water into the guy one, you can pour water, uh, pour water around the direction of 3 o'clock, 5 x point. When you pour water as gentle as possible to deal with to bring out tea with a tender way. It's already moist this tea, so we for this infusion we don't need to wait too much time. This is our first. This is our first tea soup. Wow, please look at. Wow, very beautiful honey, golden color. Wow, so beautiful. Thank you. It smells so fragrant. For the moment, we are bringing a 10 years old aged uh, 寿眉 white tea 寿眉. This tea has been a while I haven't tried. After a few months, this tea is 10 years aged 寿眉 white tea features its long-lasting, very intense aged aroma plus woody fragrance. Uh, this tea still after 10 years aging process. Now this tea uh, has converted into uh, well, a complicated aroma profile. This tea smells still sweet, uh, with a sweet nectar fragrance, sweet floral aroma. This tea I collected this tea a few years ago, and after probably into 2022, after 4 years now, since the since I my collection in 2020, 2022. Now this tea, I perceive that this tea, the fragrance becomes more and more complex, and this age and the woody aroma becomes more and more distinctive. Now let me try it. Mm. It tastes wonderful. Mm. Mellow, sweet, mellow, sweet fragrance with a very comforting woody aroma. Um, in our previous live stream, I presented the Yunnan white tea. Uh, some of you, I don't have it ever attended or watch our live stream. If not, if you're not, you can go to check that live stream. Both this tea is from Fuding, Fujian province, and this tea, both of them I recommend to try. You like this tea? Uh, this tea, I highly recommend to you because this tea, um, let's say this tea, when you drink it, it's a shoumei. This tea is a shoumei grade, shoumei white tea. But when you drink it, you'll be surprised by the delicacy and tenderness of this tea. Why? Thanks to let's say, uh, uh, let's say, first of all, we need to know where this tea from. This tea is from the co-production area. Those tea trees, they are growing up in a famous mountain called Panxi in Fuding. Those places may sound a little bit niche for you, but don't worry. But I just want to let you know that where this tea from. Because for white tea, white tea technically, when I describe white tea, I present white tea to our client side. Some of you may never, let's say, white tea. Uh, I think most of you must already try some green tea, black tea in your life. But white tea is the production. White tea production is not so not too much. Probably you never had any chance to try white tea. White tea technically is operated with only two main steps: process, withering, and drying. And the white tea, with the minimum tea making process to remain the most original flavor taste of the tea. That's white tea. So white tea, the let's say the quality of the white tea uh, relates very much with the quality of fresh leaves. Where this tea from? This tea, well, highly recommend to you. Every time I try this tea, I always so I always I every time I try this tea never disappoint me. Never, never. It tastes it tastes sweet, mellow, fragrant, especially with with this jujuba sweetness. But you you asked me why a tea? Did we add something in the tea? No, this tea is 100% purity. Purity for when we purity means this tea is not added with any artificial scent, any artificial pigment, anything. 100% pure tea means this tea is only made from fresh tea leaves. But how could this tea has sweet uh, jujuba aroma and flavor? Wow, that's that's the charm of Chinese tea. It relates with the craftsmanship and also raw material. And this tea was made in 2022, so far it's been aged over 10 years. Oh, sorry, sorry. This tea was made in uh, 2016. 2016. So far it's been aged over 10 years. Sorry for the. Wow. It tastes like spring water. So refreshing. After drinking this lingering, lingering sweet jujuba aroma and woody fragrance and nectar scent. This tea highly recommend to you. This tea, I have great confidence about this tea quality. And besides besides this traditional Gong Fu Cha Wei, you can also stew this tea. You can also stew this tea. Not sorry, boil this tea inside kettle directly, or stew in a thermos. Very, that's a cozy tea. Even you are Chinese tea beginner, this tea This tea you will. This tea, even you're a beginner. This tea, I don't worry. You will. You will. You are not. Um, Not every tea I can. I will. I would love to recommend to our new Chinese tea drinker now. But this tea, yes, you can. If you never try any Chinese tea, white tea yet, this tea recommend to you. So, funny questions. If you have any questions, please feel free in our comment. Today there is some new arrivals. Wow, this is a couple Chinese jade Chinese uh, couple jade cup. This one. Wow. This cup set I this set I really love it. New arrival. This look at this beauty. Wow. Look at this royal green. Wow. And this cup is very this cup set is very interesting because I call it as a uh, couple jade cup. It's made from Chinese jade because physically I call it as yin. Why I call it couple jade cup because it signifies uh, yin and yang in Chinese culture. Look at this one and this one. Now we continue our second infusion. Hmm. If you're interested in anything we're showing the live stream up, please go to check our tea shop link in our bio. Hmm. Very interesting. And then, if you have any questions, please feel free to share in our comments. We continue our second infusion. A few seconds to 15 seconds. Please look at. Mm, that's the fragrance of aged white tea shomei. This tea in our tea shop, we sell. You have very rich options for white tea, Wuding white tea, Yunnan white tea. This tea, uh, we classify Wuding white tea according to its grade. It's made from one bud, one leaf, a single bud, one bud with three leaves, four leaves. Okay, this is how we classify. This tea, um, this tea, uh, this tea classifies shoumei. Technically, the grade of this tea is not so high, but the grade doesn't mean the quality. Doesn't mean the quality. This tea, although it's a shoumei, but this tea, I dare tell you that this tea, compared with any shoumei you can buy in the market, you can make a comparison. This one I have a confidence. I have a great confidence about this shoumei. Every time I drink it, well, this tea, and besides, you can see the price of this tea compared with the white peony. This tea, the price of this tea is very acceptable. If you want to try, you know, just pass by live stream and you want to try, you can just buy small. Just before you create a trust with the tea shop, you can buy a small size, 50 grams, to see if our quality, uh, our the if the quality, uh, if our tea shop is trustful for you. You can just buy a small size and just give us a chance to try our tea. And this one, I can assure you that you will never regret to try it. Okay. The moment we're bringing a 10 years aged Fuding white tea show me. It tastes sweet, sweet, gentle, just like a drinking spring water. So rich, mellow. After drinking, this tea has a great, uh, sweet of taste. After drinking it, you'll feel that two sides of your taste bud. There's a puring, recovery cell liver. That's a proof of the quality as well. Not for any kinds of Chinese tea, for green tea, white tea. Well, while speaking, I can feel that I can feel, really feel these lingering charm and aromas, the sweet of the taste inside my mouth. That's the charm of Chinese tea. Uh, Moreover, for white tea, basically, food in white tea, there's a famous quote, often said by, now becomes very popular in China. They say, 1 year tea, 3 year medicine, 7 year treasures. I can imagine this tea, uh, 10 years after 10 years aging process. Why tea basically was nowadays still used as herb medicine, herb medicine to relieve the sore throat or the cure some minor symptoms like light fever, sore throat, actual, and with the research, medical experiment actual we done in the laboratory, we discovered that food in white tea also, especially for the aged, food in white tea also has a great anti-inflammation. That's why food in white tea, do you know, before, like when you tired, but get tired, when you feel you almost catch a cold, we always before for sure uh, if there is need, you should go to consult doctor. But if in the case if your substance is light, we that's let's say tradition in fooding. People will boil uh, or drink some aged boiled tea or food, the white tea, the show me inside the kettle, and the to drink it all day long. And the next day you will find that wow, you feel much better. Because basically, this show me food in white tea basically was used as a herb medicine, because this place, I've been this place a few times. When you want to this place, there's no any airport. One, you go with the you drive there, either you access with a train. So when you will see that you want to access this place, you will go through a lot of tunnels, means a lot of mountains. This place surrounded by mountains. But at that time now, it's easier for us to access this place. But imagine 100 years ago, so people, this uh, this is why people, that's the basic purpose, the basic use of food in white tea. Because people at that time, it was hard to consult a doctor. This is the purpose. This is the birth purpose of food in white tea. Each just 100 years ago, each family, they will made or prepare uh, white tea in the house. That's the If you're interested in this tea, please go to check out our tea shop link in our bio. Wow. Mm. So funny questions? I'll come back in a few seconds. If you have any during this waiting time, if you're interested in this tea, please go to check our tea shop link in our bio. Or in Instagram, you can see that now there's updates. the bottom of the live stream, our website is showing on the bottom of the live stream. When I come back, wow, look at those new arrival teacups. Okay. Let's continue. Oh, this tea is super resistant. Can be brewed over infused over 12 infusions, so 12, 15 infusions. This is a tea you can drink from the morning to afternoon. Super resistant. Now we continue our third infusion. Please look at. Oh, beautiful honey color. Just look at. Well, it tastes fragrant, sweet. It has natural jujube Chinese red date, jujube fra- fragrance and the aroma and the flavor. If you're interested in this 10 years aged white t-shirt, may please go to check our t-shop link in our bio. fragrance is long lasting. Okay, so funny questions about this tea. So funny questions about this tea. Ah, please look at this. But it's one for honey color. So funny questions about this tea. If you don't have any further questions, I'd like to introduce our tea ways. Mhm. Hello. Okay. The guide one I'm using today. For this guide one, two colors available. Besides this white, this white one. Wow. Please look at this. This gawa set is 100% handmade, handpainted from Chinese Jingdezhen. I don't have ever heard this place, Jingdezhen. Uh, in porcelain ceramic industry signifies the selling level. The capital, we call it Jingdezhen, is a capital of ceramics. And this one is uh, 100% hand painted, uh, which this guy one this teapot is operated with Fa Lang Cai animal. It's a hand painted animal uh, Chinese guy one. Can you recognize this flower? A traditional classical Chinese flower. In Chinese called 菊花, chrysanthemum. Look at the details of it's like a miniature painting on a guy one. I mean, and you know, 菊花, the flower petal is very thin, small. Look at the details of each blossom, the blooming chrysanthemum. Look at those blossoming flowers. When you touch it, you can feel the thickness, thickness of the pigment. This one's very elegant. It's a set. This set includes a guy one and a tree, a tea tree. Besides this guy one, we also have teacups to match together. Today I didn't bring the cups with me in this room. When you this what you can, yeah, that's an official set, but you can also match with an other teapot. I just pick one. You can pick with other teapot. All display as home decoration. Oh, it's beautiful. White we can with the white tray you can match with any kind of color. Just look at the details of yeah, the details every single thin flower chrysanthemum petal, flower petal. That's a craftsmanship. Beside, this is white. We also have this turquoise color. Turquoise. This one. Turquoise one. Inside, it's painted with the turquoise. This place is very classical as well. Just please look around the sky. Agave blossom tree. Look at the color. 100% handmade, hand painted. It's painted with Chinese 菊花 chrysanthemum. Look at the details of the painting. It's like a miniature flower painted on a Gaiwan classical Chinese teaware. When you don't use it, you can also display as a home decoration trim. Wow, look at this classical turquoise glaze. If you're interested in this Gaiwan set, please go to check out his shop link in our bio. Um, there's a few cups I want to do this one. Please appreciate this beautiful artwork, blue white porcelain from Chinese Jingdezhen, purely handmade and hand painted. It's a painted with a classical Chinese mountain landscape painting. It's like a miniature painting on a classical Chinese teacup. Look at inside. Outside and inside are fully painted. This cup looks resin. Treacle. This cup, it's a this cup. What uh, interests me the most is the inner painting. When you pour some light into, wow, it's become another world, and very beautiful. When you, especially when you drink this tea with the like the tea we are drinking today, with such color. Just look at, wow, that's a new, wow, look at, really beautiful, a great artwork. The details of the mountain. There's a tree, and a tree, yeah, a Chinese pavilion. And outside there's a man is standing on the hill, looking the far mountains, and there's a fisherman. This is a classical Chinese landscape painting, 100% handmade, hand painted by our uh, by our ceramics master called Yu Hongliang. This one, very beautiful. Signature of our maker. This one I highly recommend to you. Besides, also have this by is painted by our master Yu Hongliang as well. Just look at. Please look at this hand painted, handmade, hand painted, handmade Chinese artwork from Jingdezhen. Inside and outside fully painted. Painted with a classical Chinese landscape. It's like a miniature classical landscape, Chinese landscape painting on a teacup, a miniature painting. Look at the details. Far mountains. There's a pavilion. Fish. Can you see? There's a person sitting there playing the instrument 古琴 or meditating. Look at this side. There's a person standing on a hill. Hmm, very beautiful. This one has a great collection value. Like those, blue white porcelain uh, dates back from 700 years ago, from Chinese Yuan dynasty. This one signifies blue white porcelain signifies Chinese classical aesthetics on ceramics on porcelain. If you want to inherit something, to give something to your children, great children, you can choose Chinese classical blue white porcelain. This one even in 100 years still a great artwork. This one. So, any questions? If you're interested in any questions we're showing the live stream, please go to check our shop link in our bio. Look at this. This poor teacup, we call this shape as poor teacup, handmade, hand painted, art grade artwork from Chinese Jin. It's like a mini classical Chinese landscape painting on a teacup. This this little cup not only functions uh, is a cup to drinking tea, but also carries Chinese aesthetics on ceramic. Look at the painting, the details of the look at the glaze and the pigment color. This ceramic we call it as blue white porcelain, which is regarded as one of the most classical Chinese ceramics. Blue white porcelain. Look at the details. It's very beautiful, especially when you hold in your hand and you pour some light tea into the cup. This one I highly recommend to a single piece. This is a masterpiece. Our jade cup. Just look at the color. This one, when you expose it, the cups direct under the sunlight. With the light, you can see, you can view better the natural color. Uh, This cup is made from natural Chinese Yuanyang jade. Look at how thin it is. At the cup shape, it's the cup is shaped like a bamboo joint. Do you have a coffee free pour? No. um, we don't have any. We don't have any coffee free pour because um, for Chinese tea, if you let's say they caffeine, the tea will not have a good taste. This cup, I call this cup as a couple cup because it looks like for Chinese culture, there's a very important concept of yin and yang, a balance. And when I look at this cup, uh, yin and yang comes into my mind. And this one, it says fresh green. Fresh green. It looks more this cup, the, sh- the color, the texture looks more feminine. I call it as yin, and this one looks more masculine. Look at the, the strip. Uh, that's a unique. It's a unique single piece. Look at so beautiful. It's beautiful. Very thin. This cup is very thin. If you're interested in this Chinese Yuanyang Jade cup, please go to check out tea shop link in your bio. This cup, when you it will be very poetic because in a few days will be full moon. If the weather is nice, uh, weather is good enough, you just hold drinking tea with uh, this Chinese Yuanyang Jade. In Chinese, also called moonlight cup. Do you know why? Because it's very thin with its beautiful texture finish. It's it it that's how we call that. It becomes transparent when you expose under the moonlight, bright moonlight. It's beautiful. This one. Interesting. Is a couple Chinese jade cups. So please go to check out tea shop link in our bio. This one. Last piece, our new arrival. New arrival. What's wrong with this? Please look at this new arrival Chinese skewer shaped cup. This new arrival. 100% handmade, hand engraved Chinese. You know this. in a classical pattern, uh, more in the buds carries uh, auspicious symbolisms such as fortune, longevity, luck, actual shape like gourd. Because I especially love this uh, green olive green glaze. Look at the shape and the engraved pattern. It's so lovely. So funny questions. So funny questions. If I interest anything we are showing, presenting our live stream, please go to check our T-shop link in our bio. If you don't have any further questions, time to say goodbye. Thank you so much for your watching. I will be very happy to see you again in our next live stream. See you.